tough question, so let's see how you get on with this. How many fingers am I holding up, and who or what is licking them?
Foster's sponsors original comedy on 4. Welcome to the wonderful world of the silver screen. Hollywood. The movies. The big screen. The flicks. The movies. I said that. Good movies transport us to another place. A place of dreams and magic. But others are just crap. The only place those movies transport us is out of the cinema. Yet every now and again, a movie turns out bad. But sometimes, you see, a film is so awful, it becomes awfully good. So tonight I bring you awfully good movies in awfully good movies. Can we see what's on?
Hello, I'm David Walliams and I'm from Grimsby.
Not really. I'm from Surrey. And I've never been to Grimsby, or indeed anywhere north of Middlesex. So what movie magic made you think I was from Grimsby? Well, by putting on an accent. I actually worked on that accent for the last 6 months with a voice coach. But unfortunately, not all actors are quite as disciplined as me. Let's start with one of the most... Arnold Schwarzenegger has many passions in his life. Bodybuilding, acting, politics, drinking protein shakes laced with anabolic steroids, patting women affectionately on the bottom. But his main passion in his life is, unfortunately for us, puns. Welcome to my... Ghost, Casablanca, Gone with the Wind, Sleepless in Seattle, Brokeback Mountain. They've all taught us about one thing. No, not sodomy. Romance. Yes, Hollywood really knows how to distill that very special feeling that rises inside all of us when we see a boy or a girl, or both. But other films end up distilling another special feeling, the need to vomit. These are the... Time for an intermission. Go and get yourself an overpriced ice cream, and I'll see you in 3 for more awfully good movies. Welcome back to Awfully Good Movies, a show that revels in cinema's most terrible moments. Now, if you're a cameraman, you need to be good with the camera. If you're a director, you need to be able to direct. And if you're a key grip, you need to be able to grip keys. But if you're an actor, you don't need to be able to act. I mean, it helps, obviously, but it's not as important as having famous relatives or very large breasts. Don't believe me? Then check out these examples of dodgy acting. Now, I like special effects as much as the next man. Do you like special effects?
No, I hate them.
Oh. Well, I actually like them. In days gone by, creating believable effects was, excuse my language, ruddy hard. Check these out. Would you like to come back to my place? Welcome back to Awfully Good Movies, a show that applauds cinema's most shoddy moments. Now, eloquent dialogue is paramount to the flow of a beautiful script. The writer's prose must dance lyrically off the parchment and directly into our hearts, where its very essence plants evocative imagery in our fervent imaginations. The fun of times like this link is the bollocks. Welcome.
Dancing in the movies can be challenging. If an actor has to dance, it's vital they remember 2 things. First, make sure you're properly warmed up, like so. And second, try not to make a complete arse of yourself.
different countries have different languages and cultures. I read that in a book. Yeah, I've read a book. I've actually read a couple now. And unfortunately, things can get lost in translation from one culture to another. Let's meet the Indian Superman, an Indonesian Lady Terminator, and of course, the Filipino James Bond, who was also a dwarf.
Good evening. I have been expecting you. I am the quintessential Hollywood movie villain. Because, as you can tell from my appearance, I'm obviously exceptionally evil. Slightly camp, an icy blonde wig, a European accent, who knows where it's from, but it's somewhere in Europe, a scar from something naughty I did in the war. It's actually me, David. Yes, what you just saw was a very, very convincing villain. But bad guys from film aren't always as believable.
Welcome back. Now, I love Bond films. I like the old ones the best. Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice. I think they've gone off a bit lately. I mean, Name of the Rose, where Bond goes undercover as a monk in medieval Italy. Well, it just didn't work for me. Nor Medicine Man, where he lives in a tree house in a jungle looking for a cure for cancer. I felt they lost a sense of the Bond character. Let's not forget, he's a secret agent who loves fast cars, beautiful women, and very bad jokes.
Some actors find sex scenes terribly embarrassing. Writhing around in bed with someone you've just met as a large camera crew record every moment. I don't mind too much, as long as it's with a beautiful woman, like Gerald here. Great film directors know that what is most scary is not what they show us, but what they don't show us. Whereas bad film directors just think, screw that, let's spunk our entire budget on a stupid green monster costume. And thank the Lord they do, because they've given us these gems. These are my...
Death scenes can be the most dramatic part of a movie. God, hold me! Oh, I beg you. But sometimes they can be a bit... shit. Welcome back to Awfully Good Movies. Mankind has long been fascinated by setting humans against animals. Sprinter Jesse Owen once raced a horse. Boxer Tony Galento once fought a kangaroo. And I once played Monopoly against a dog. It ended in a draw. It comes as no surprise then that movie makers love to pit man against beast. If you're offended by animal cruelty, please turn off now. However, if you would like to see Jean-Claude Van Damme punch a snake in the face, keep watching.
This is Man vs.
Let's return to the theme of love. Many great thinkers have pondered questions like, what's love got to do with it? What's love but a second-hand emotion? Or, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. But here's a question I want to know the answer to. How rubbish are these clips? Action scenes can be the most exhilarating part of movies. Whenever I go to the movies, I always look forward to the car chases, explosions, gun battles, and men kissing. But sometimes, action scenes don't turn out quite right. Welcome back to Awfully Good Movies, a celebration of the very best of the very worst films. Now, since movies began, audiences have thrilled at seeing physical combat. For me, there's nothing more pleasurable than watching two strapping men stripped to the waist, trading blows. Their faces contorted in the ecstasy of pain, their muscle-bound chests drenched in sweat. The fight can almost look like a ballet, or a particularly rough bout of lovemaking. Fight scenes can be the most dramatic part of a movie. Or not. Have a look at these.
Hello, I'm Britney Britney Spears out of the Oops, I Did It Again video. Now, as a successful singer, it stands to reason that I'm also a gifted actress. And I can probably do heart surgery. I've not done it before, but I'm sure I could. Because that's how success works. If you're good at one thing, logic dictates that you're also good at another. Which is why music stars effortlessly transfer to the world of acting. I once saw Steven Spielberg in a restaurant in LA. I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Spielberg, I just have to say I'm a huge admirer of yours. I never thought you'd make a better film than Jaws, but I have to say, Jaws 2, 3 and Jaws the Revenge were masterful." I was ejected from the restaurant. Of course, unlike the Jaws franchise, most sequels are not nearly as good as the original. And you'll be delighted to know I found all the very worst ones for you. Enjoy! Anytime a Hollywood blockbuster hits big, there are hundreds of cheapo rip-off movies in their wake. And nowhere more so than Turkey. Yes, Turkey is not just famous for its baths, its delight and its Twizzlers. It's also famous for stealing film ideas, plots and storylines from Hollywood. But that's not why I love Turkish cinema. I love it because of its homegrown special effects. They're unbelievable. And I mean that quite literally. That's almost it. But now it's time for me to reveal my personal favourite. I've chosen a movie that has a man in a bear costume punching a woman in the face. And that's not even the worst bit. It's an American remake of a British masterpiece that maintains only one similarity to the original. It's horrific. And so we're nearing the halfway point in the show. Not really. It's finished now. That's all the awfully good movies we've got for you tonight. It's been awfully good of you for watching. Good night.
Jimmy Carr telling jokes. Amazingly, quite a few self-deprecating moments tomorrow night at 10:25. Next tonight.